yourself back, you know you're streaming.
Are you streaming, Doug?
Yeah, he was streaming his coffee all over the damn place,
Hey,
all over the table.
hey,
You said we're on?
hey, you should show some appreciation for all I did for you.
You know what? I do appreciate
I
you.
meant
You're
the
right.
painting the wall, you know.
That's very true. It does look good. I'm not gonna lie. But I know that. Can I get started, please?
Uh-oh, I see a problem.
All right. Anyways, welcome everybody to the round table here on HamiltonRadio.net, channel HR2. Apologize if we started a little late. Doug had a little bit of an accident.
It was my fault, America.
Doug has a drinking problem.
Yeah, coffee addiction. Could you imagine like an AA group? Holy shit. But anyway,
I have to stay alert tonight. I have to get back to my 95-year-old war hero dad
that's true. You do.
and,
God
and
bless
take
him.
care of him.
Definitely. You're right
bless
about
him.
that.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I got a lot of great guests on here for you guys tonight. First, I want to thank you, Vince, for coming on last minute.
Absolutely.
It's always good to have you on.
Always good to be here,
Plus,
man.
you gave me fruit that looked like pulled pork.
I had you
pissing
fooled.
me off for
That's
like
good.
15 minutes.
That's good. So that means you don't have to go back, man. Just stay with the jackfruit, bro.
That's very true, man. And it had a nice little kick to it, too.
Now,
Thank
can
you.
I make an observation?
Yeah.
You thought it was pulled pork and it was jackfruit.
Yes.
There's like a theme there going on.
What's the theme?
Jack and pulled pork.
I missed that one.
All right, never mind.
You have to
All I
have
know
a...
is
I didn't
Jackie-
miss it, but give this guy a sippy cup again.
All I know is Jack and Jill went up the hill. Maybe somebody's pork got pulled or something.
Oh my God.
But anyways, we also got Funny Talk, Doug Max, Tom Angeli, who have a showcase later tonight, and the people.
You will be on.
That's what. Yeah.
That's what
I
we
was,
said.
That's what I was hoping, at least. They had my name on the flyer. All right, and also
Psych!
this fucking guy. And also, we got a couple of Michael Katz, good friend of mine. We got Kadam and Kasim. I pronounced that right, guys?
Kadam and Kadis.
Kadam and Kadis. All right, I
Yeah.
apologize for
I
that.
tried to tell him.
It's been a bit, yeah, okay. It's been of a rush getting set up, so I apologize for that. We got Kadam and Kadis, Meta Noise here. How are you guys doing?
Doing all right, man. Doing good, man.
All right, and I want to apologize to you for having to hear all of that banter that was going on when
It's
Doug
cool.
spilled
We
that
enjoyed
coke.
it, man. It was entertaining.
I'm glad you were entertained by it. I didn't hear any laughter, so I'm like, either these guys are hating this or they're holding it in right now. They are holding it in like they are in line to piss in an Eagles game. They are holding it like ammo.
That's holding it in.
No, yeah, but how are you guys doing? How you feeling?
I can't complain. Life is good. God
Life-
is good.
Life is good? That's awesome, man. I appreciate hearing that. So, how long have you known Michael Katz for? I had him on, and I had Ben Engines on a little bit after that last year. How long have you guys all known each other?
Oh wow. Good question. So we've had we met in 2015. So
Yeah,
was
that's
that
what I was gonna say.
4 years? 2015. Something? Yeah. So about 4 years. Yeah.
Okay.
That was Michael Katz. We've known him. It was actually a contest through what was it? Power 105.1 on
Wow.
in New York. Through that, we got in contact with him, and it was a really cool experience. We ended up getting an opportunity to perform in Times Square like that, and Michael Katz knew a lot of people that were able to get us a lot of and whatnot. And yes, he's been our good friend ever since. You know.
Yeah.
So, but with Ben, man, we've known him since we were 18 years old. Right now we're
Wow.
25. So, however that much is, what is it, 7 years at this point?
Close enough.
So, yeah, I mean, that has been one hell of a relationship. Ben is definitely a really, really good friend of ours,
Oh, yeah.
and we've been through thick and thin.
Outstanding artist.
Yeah, an outstanding artist, and shout out and Engines Fire, and like everything that he does is just excellent. It really is, especially with his writing ability. But as a person, also, one of the coolest guys I've ever met in my life, and also one of the craziest. So shout out to him.
Oh, yeah. Ben is a really good guy. When I had him on, I really enjoyed having him on. I enjoyed having a friend of his on. And,
Yeah.
everybody was just able to click right away, and the conversation just flowed when Ben was on here. I had a little bit of. I feel like I had a little bit of a problem of getting Michael Katz to talk, but I don't think he's used to actually
No, that's
coming on
definitely
the air.
natural. he's a quiet guy. He stays behind the curtain, you know.
Yeah, no, but I wanted to have him on first before anybody. Get to know him, then get to know the guys that he's been working with slowly. But from what I've seen, he's really been helping a lot of the guys that I've talked to out with everything they've done. I'm looking at all the gigs, Ben's been doing, in New York, especially Rockwood Music Hall. Ben has been killing it over there. And I think you guys have a couple gigs there too as well, or have had a couple gigs there too, right?
Over at Rock Hall, no, we didn't perform there, but we performed everywhere, but a lot of different places in New York City, Brooklyn, Queens. So we definitely go to the city a lot and stuff.
Okay.
So.
Have you guys had any experience traveling? Talk to me about some of the places you've been.
Okay, so we've definitely been to California twice. The second time that we actually went to California, met with some really, really, really cool people, big time people, and it was really cool to get to meet them. Other than really California, I mean, we go to Florida and stuff, but not really to perform. We have family out in Florida and stuff, but other than all the other places, we remain more tri-state as of now, but the other places where we've been throughout our life is usually just due to vacationing and stuff, but yeah, so when it comes to performances, I'd say definitely more tri-state area.
Yeah, I hear you, especially with the vacationing part. I'm actually trying to get a vacation, going at work so I can do a showcase up at Connecticut, which I'm really excited for. So I definitely
cool. Yeah, that's cool.
I definitely can relate to that, especially, with that happening now, because that's the first one I've really done that's, out of the tri-state area. So, I mean, that's one I'm really excited for. But this is about you guys. Yeah. Fuck my life. So, what I do want to ask you guys next is, what's been your favorite performance, either tri-state or out of it, if you can really pinpoint one?
That's a good question. I can answer that question with no hesitation. My favorite performance right to date was Michael Katz actually set us up to perform right in front of Citi Field. Citi Field, the Mets Stadium, New York Mets Stadium, they actually made us a stage right smack in front of the stadium. So while people were buying tickets, they can watch us perform.
Wow,
and
that's cool.
As avid and diehard Mets fans, it was definitely the most incredible experience I've ever had.
Mets games are an absolutely wonderful experience. I went to a couple of those when I was 8. I was cheering so loud a drunk guy cursed me out. It was a beautiful thing.
Wait, that was you?
We're colorful fans. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. New York, Philly, all of those fans are very colorful in their own way.
Philly.
Listen, do you guys know football at all?
A little here and there.
All right, so NFC East is Eagles, Giants, Cowboys, and Redskins, right?
Of course. Yes.
Those fans are so colorful. If you get them together, it's like a damn pride movement. All right. Sheesh.
Oh my God.
I might use that on your showcase later.
The password is sheesh.
That is awesome.
All right, so I know one of you answered, to Citi Field being your favorite performance. I'm not so sure if that was Kadam or Cadis, though, because I haven't really figured out who's versus
that
who's
was
yet.
definitely Kadam. Honestly, I would say I had a different favorite, and I can't knock that performance. Obviously, that was one of the best experiences of my life, too. However, I didn't think of it first, and that's because there was also another experience where our local church actually got us connected with one of our local favorite artists at the time. We got him to come out and perform at the church with us, and wow. I mean, you're talking about somebody who inspired you to change the style that you're doing when it comes to the motion of hip hop that we're doing. All of that considered, it was such a wonderful experience. It really was, sharing the stage with somebody who inspired you in such amazing ways, and then being able to dine with him afterwards was just an incredible experience. It really was.
All right, can I ask who his name
Shout
was?
out to Flame.
Flame. I just asked him who his name was, and he just told me without even hearing the question. I'm in sync with this man right now.
I'm pretty disappointed it wasn't me that he picked, though.
You'll be all right. You'll manage.
I don't know.
I have a silly question. I used to teach in Patterson, and I was teaching at Kennedy High School, and at the other high school, East Side, there was an up-and-coming rapper that some of you may have heard of, Fetty Wap.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Patterson.
So, as a teacher in Patterson, I wanted to connect with the students more, so I adopted a rap name,
Don't do it, Tom.
Yeah, his name is Fatty Wap.
Fatty Wap,
Fatty
W-O-P.
Wap.
I'm Italian.
Oh my god.
This guy is so fat he has 2 Facebooks. All right.
Oh my god.
If you get him on Weight Watchers, he's gonna be like, "Hi, I'm Tom Mangelli, and I lost 1 Facebook page." Man's probably not gonna lose 1 goddamn pound for that.
Can the radio? I guess the radio people can't see how that you're a sizable guy.
Well,
You guys aren't watching, right? You're just listening?
They can
Yeah, just listening.
just
yeah.
listening. Okay,
Yeah.
so they can't see that, but it is live on my Facebook page. We get him in like the corner of the screen, and we're just kind of just trying to fight our way through.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Like trying to get in the camera with Tom Mangelli here is like Mission Impossible. Like this is almost as bad as Spy Kids.
Also, keep your fingers in.
I'll try to do that.
Yeah, around him. Yeah.
You might get sucked into his gravitational pull like
Oh my
Peter
God.
Griffin on Family Guy.
So I want to tell you guys, I saw your video. I was curious who was on tonight, and I really enjoyed them. I don't know what video I saw. I saw you guys do 3 songs.
That was Kate Smith.
Kate Smith. I'm sorry.
Did you really just get them mixed up with Caden Smith?
No, I didn't.
Oh, yeah, I've never had that happen. That was
That's
great.
that
I
is
think
messed
Smith's
up.
track was my favorite. Yeah.
Oh my god! Did you start watching the Karate Kid and you thought my
No,
guess
that
was?
is- that's-
on
No,
there?
I
love an
followed the
awkward
link.
moment.
I followed the link, and I saw their video, or one of them, where they did 3 songs together.
All right. Well, we are gonna play at least 1 or 2 of their songs, within the next few minutes. But before that, I do want to ask you guys. Well, actually, I want to ask you guys something before that. Do you guys know a kid named R.J. Melliscat?
Wow, no. RJ?
Yeah.
Oh, RJ.
Yeah. I was gonna
Of
say
course,
you guys
yeah,
know him.
shout out to RJ.
Yeah.
It's been a
shout-
while since we've seen him.
Yeah, no, shout out to RJ. I actually graduated with that kid from college. He's the one who hooked me up with Michael
Get
Katz.
out.
Yeah, so yeah, man, it's been crazy. I met all of you guys through him, And I haven't talked to
Oh,
that
wow,
kid since
man.
we graduated either, but kids left managed to leave a lasting impression somehow. Really did.
Yeah.
But big shout
Yeah,
out to RJ,
cool kid.
definitely. Good
Absolutely.
friend
Yeah,
of
big shout out
mine.
to him, man.
Yeah, big shout out. But all right, so you guys said what some of your favorite performance was. I do want to ask if there is anything, you could do differently since you've been like coming up in the music industry. What would you do if there's any one thing?
That's a good question. From my perspective, which is Kadem, I would say honestly, I would probably spend money a little bit differently in different areas. The money that we were spending when we first started. When you first start off as artist and you have like a label backing you up, you get a little ahead of yourself.
Yeah.
And we kind of jumped to specific things that I feel like we could have waited on or just not done at all, just to save some money. And other than that though, there's not many regrets. Working with Mike Katz and more than a blessing, and having him behind us is like it's awesome. Mike is such a genuine, strong-hearted dude. He might sound timid, but his he chooses his words wisely. That's why. Yeah, his energy, man. So it's like I feel like Mike has really helped us out so much along the way. It's hard to even say that I regret anything, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I can definitely understand that. Mike Katz has got like a Doug Max voice too, where he'll like sound like this on like the air when he's like talking to you, and you don't even. Really
I
know,
don't
like,
sound like that when I talk to you.
Yeah, that's your voice, just exaggerated.
John, wait, are you too young to remember WKRP in Cincinnati?
I might be.
You're not gonna-
I definitely know about it, but I might be too young
There's
to
a
remember.
character named Les Nessman.
Les Nessman.
As God is my witness, I thought turkeys could fly.
Oh shit. Oh my god. Yeah, but what about you, Cadis?
Oh man, I can't say, and I can't say that there's any regrets.
Okay.
Life is full of regrets, and I
Yeah.
think those are learning experiences. So, when it comes to actually regretting those, I don't. It's
Yeah.
I learned a lot through our failing or our misdirection. But however, if you want kind of an answer, I would tell you, every artist needs to grow.
Yeah.
And I think that Metanoise is going to constantly grow into an entity that we will almost have no control over at some point, because it'll just
Yeah.
be such a monstrous energy. So we're trying to get to that state, but right now we're actually taking it easy. We tell a lot of our fans that, a lot of our fans are like, well, why don't you just try this or try that? And trust me, we are trying different things, especially with this new project that's coming out soon. It's dipping our toes, not even dipping our toes, doing a cannonball into waters that we haven't done ever. And I think people are going to really, really enjoy it. So stay tuned with that. Waves EP coming
right.
soon.
All right. Are you able to talk to me about anything about this new project coming up, or?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Okay. So the name of the project is Waves. It's going to be an extended playlist. So it'll be 8 tracks, and that's really all I'm going to say about it. Because the main thing about it is what my brother said is there's such a major growth and change in our style in this particular album, that we really don't want to put it all out there. We kind of want people to be shocked when they hear it. But I can give you an idea that it's got a little more soul to it.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to that. We're definitely expanding a little bit more on making hits.
Okay,
more than
gotcha.
just a rap song. That might make it just on the rap radio.
Okay.
We're really trying to expand and become versatile.
Yeah.
All around kind of artist.
Yeah, you're trying to get your network bigger so you can grow that fan
absolutely.
base, grow,
And,
the artists you can work
understand
with.
this though too. It's not like we're going into waters that we don't want to, swim in, for lack of better metaphors. But it's more of us actually trying to get into what have inspired us. The music that has actually inspired us growing up. That's really one of the best ways to say it's going to be a representation of some of our favorite kinds of music, and birthed by Metanoise, basically.
All right.
Yeah, I
So,
guess the most that we could say about it is compared to what you've heard so far, it's going to be a major shift in what we've been doing. So.
okay, gotcha. So, before we get into playing one or two of your songs, before I gotta get Doug's showcase going, I do want to ask, did your involvement with music start with Michael Katz, or does it go back a little bit further than that? Maybe to childhood or something. Where does your involvement with music start?
It was actually at the age of 9 years old when my brother and I attempted to write a song. But even before that, since we were about 4 years old, we were constantly just performing in front of our family, whether it was just crazy dance moves or trying to sing our favorite NSYNC song or something. We were always trying to perform. And it was about the age of 9 that we first started writing. By the age of 12 was our first experience on a stage. And ever since that moment, that was it. It was a intoxicating feeling to be on that stage, and beyond the crowd's, how do you say, their response. It had nothing to do with the crowd. No offense to them.
Yeah.
It had to do with the energy of just being on the stage and being able to jump around and sing. Express ourselves in music. Some of the most powerful experiences I've ever had in my life. So yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Do you feel like Mike Katz was just the direction you guys needed to take it to the next level?
Yeah, I would say so. When we met Mike Katz, as far as we were concerned, we were just winning a contest, and we thought it was just kind of going to be this little, meet and greet, and then kind of part ways, and they were going to help us along the way. We didn't know that we were going to get so connected and stay connected with Mike Katz.
Yeah.
At this point, Michael Katz is family to us, so it's a really weird way, a strange way that it came to be.
Yeah.
But we were making music as hard as we possibly could all the way up until we met Mike Katz. So it was just divine when we bumped into Mike Katz. The whole story, I can't even explain it because it's so specific how we ended up getting connected with Mike Katz that you can't call it anything else but divine. So, Mike Katz has definitely taken us to the next level. But yeah, we had been making music as long as I could even remember, or at least wanting to make music as long as I can remember.
What it sounds like to me is like you guys were, hustling and, doing your thing for, this long period of time. And then, you bump into him because of all this hustling you're doing. And,
Yep.
It's basically like that hard work pays off kind of thing. As much
Absolutely, man.
Yeah. As much
Hey,
as,
but honestly, the hard work is just starting.
yeah, definitely. I see what you mean. It starts at Citi Field. You're only going up from here, my man.
Yeah, amen to that.
Definitely. You know what that reminds me of?
What's
we've
that?
been messing with Doug all show, but it reminds me of how he introduced me to Evan Weiss because once I started working with Evan Weiss, once Abby, my girlfriend, started helping me get people to my show. Unfortunately, nobody came from her class, but we still managed. It got me dates booked over there, and it's really helped me go to the next level.
great.
So, you, Doug, I want
all
to
it-
thank you for that. You probably have no idea.
What did
you
I
just
What did
said.
I do? Take you to the next level?
You introduced me to Evan Weiss, and it's really helped me out. I've been able to get a lot of dates with him, do a lot of good things with him.
Doug coughs directly
and it's
into the
helped me
mic.
out a lot. So,
Well, you're very welcome. I must tell you, I feel a little bit of guilt helping anybody get into the world of comedy.
Oh,
But
I
all the
believe
best
that.
to you. All the best luck to you, nonetheless.
thank you, man. I appreciate
Am I wrong
that.
to say that, Tom? Right? For most comics, it's not.
It's not an easy
It's,
journey.
it's
Not
not going to
easy.
be.
Yeah.
Think of
I've
the
heard it's
major
not.
leagues. How many people want to be? There. You can think of 10 comics at the top of the. That are making money at it. Good money.
It's funny that you say that because I agree 100%. Comics, we like to say a lot of the times, comics are very similar to the rappers.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I know it sounds funny, but think about it. We share the stage. We keeping a crowd engaged. And
Yeah.
one of our biggest things is punchlines.
That
That's
is
your
absolutely
job,
true.
and that's my job. We have punchlines, and you have punchlines. So, kudos to you, man. It's amazing.
Well, you haven't
drive,
heard my
man, and
comedy,
it's gonna be
but
a
thank
pain in
you.
the butt, but it's so much. The hustle is exactly the same with a comedian and a rapper. Exactly.
Absolutely.
They're
Definitely.
like two separate universes, but the exact
And
very similar. And
Your
a lot of-
music hits the soul. My jokes hit the laugh box. It just hits two different parts of the body.
now, I would think that
Yeah.
I would think your business is similar to comedy in that it takes a long time to really get good. That
Yeah.
it looks like it's
That's the
effortless.
crap. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Honestly,
Yeah. And there's a lot of clowns in
Yeah.
the rap game. So
That's true.
a lot of clowns in comedy. I know a kid with the last name Dweck. He just sounds like a clown.
But
I know him.
You know him?
Yeah,
Abby went on a date with that fool.
he's got a worse beard than you.
Yeah, right? I've seen that
Oh,
thing.
what's
He's
his
got like a
name?
whole side of it missing.
We
What
don't
is
talk
that?
about that.
Woo!
Dweck?
Yeah, his last name is Dweck.
I remember him.
Like he just sounds like autism incarnate. Like Dweck. Oh,
But don't do it if you don't love it. I started it as my basket weaving.
yeah.
It would be either that or comedy.
I really have grown to enjoy being on stage. And, you brought up a good point. It takes a while to get good at it. I've been doing it for just over a year, and I'm just starting to find my stride now. So,
that's awesome.
I didn't really feel comfortable with it until year 6,
year 6, really?
Yeah.
Wow. It took you, how long have you been doing it?
7 years,
So just
well,
over the last year, you got comfortable.
pretty much.
Oh wow! And this guy is a very funny comedian. He takes up a whole room, and every bit of it, it makes it worth watching.
I'm the 14th biggest thing in comedy.
I like watching your comedy because I'm always eager to see if the stage is going to hold you.
Well, I fell going up on stage last
You
weekend.
told me.
Did you really?
Oh my God.
Oh,
wow.
my God.
You didn't break
You're all right,
through
right?
the stage.
Well, I turned to the audience and I said, "You think stand-up is easy?" So they thought it was planned.
That
Wow.
works out, man.
Yeah.
I was worried if that
Use
last. All right, so we moved into a new studio. I was worried that last floor was going to hold any of us. Because Tom is a big dude. I'm not exactly a very small dude myself. You know, you're decent size. You know, you're vegan and shit. And then
You're decent, and then Doug.
and then you know
there's Doug.
you have
I
Doug,
don't
like
count.
frail old guy who has like the strut model walk and shit. But yeah, I definitely I wasn't even gonna bring it up, but you know they're definitely two very similar things, and you know I can appreciate anybody that does either because neither is easy to do. So
Absolutely.
before we play your music, I do want to know like what are future plans for both of you, Metanoise. What's the future plan for you guys? Let me know about like future dates, what you see yourself doing, maybe like next year or two, maybe 5 or 10. And tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, April 29th. Yeah, 29th.
There you
Yeah,
go.
April 29th. We'll be performing in Philly. Shout out to Young King. We got a performance over there with him. It's going to be a hip hop performance. I'm sure a bunch of other artists sharing the stage and stuff with likeness of our kind of music.
Yeah.
So I don't know exactly the location, but
Okay.
I could have my cat send it to you and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's definitely for one of our performances.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll be performing in Times Square soon. We have something like that lined up because we fought for a spot for that.
Yeah.
So we don't really know exactly when that's going to be or if it's going to be. Yeah, exactly. But we're pretty confident that we'll make it for that. But besides that, of course, Wade's EP. That should be shot. Hopefully, we're looking around sometime in June. But you know how artists can be. We
Yeah, I
like to
get
get
you.
really particular, so we'll see. But besides that, we got 2 other songs that we'll be releasing prior to that. That'll be around May 16th.
Okay.
So keep an eye for that because those songs are going to be awesome. 2 singles again. So yeah.
All right.
Yeah, keep an eye out for that. And other than the near future, when it comes to like the latter future, I would say, we're going to continue doing what we do, the way that we do it. We're doing everything in our power to make it to that next level. But I hate to sound cliche, but we're trying hard to not think too much about the future.
Yeah.
We're really focused about now.
That's fair.
Because now's where it's at every
Yeah.
time. The future might as well be a figment of our imagination. So
Human construct.
we're really focused on being the best artists that we can be now. So, but in the near future, keep an eye out for us because we're kind of strong.
Definitely. And Michael Katz did send me, your performance on April 29th. I'll try to make that. I can't really promise anything. It does help that it's in Philly, though. I thought it was in New
Absolutely,
York,
yeah.
but it does help that it's in Philly.
Yeah,
So-
it'd be nice to meet you, man. That'd
Yeah.
be dope if you showed up.
I would definitely, love to try to come out there. So, like I said, won't promise anything, but I will try my hardest to make it.
Yeah,
But-
no doubt, man.
Before we go off air, I do want to get at least one of your songs, played on the radio. Gene should be able to hear me out there. You guys sent him the music, right?
I believe so. I mean, I would hope Mike Katz sent you
Yeah.
a few links.
I would believe so. He said he did. So, Doug, you mind checking really quick? Let's get one of their songs played.
Are you listening?
Yeah. So, all right. So I can hear them out there. There's like a echo like in the door. I think Gene's working on it right now. So we'll get that played for you
Yeah.
guys. All right.
Yeah,
Cool,
thanks a lot,
All right.
man. I really
Sin-
appreciate it.
All right. Since they can hear it, okay. What song in particular do you guys want played? I believe Mike Cat sent 4 of them.
Yeah, we need to
Okay,
know
if you guys have Planet Hubbub, that's definitely one of our favorite babies.
Hubbub.
what's the name?
Yeah, Planet Hubbub, maybe Easy.
Hubbub?
Easy's another one. I don't know really what Mike Cat sent you, but
right.
do you know the 4 songs that he sent you?
No, he did not tell me. I hope he sent Planet Hubbub because
Okay,
that would make
yeah,
things
yeah.
a lot
Planet
easier on my
Hubbub, play
life.
that. Other than that, you can surprise us.
Yeah. So.
All our babies. We don't like to judge.
All right, so yeah, he can surprise you. That'll probably make it easier on everybody, And I would like to be surprised, especially if you guys are willing to say a few words about it after, before we go
Oh, yeah.
off. So we're
Yeah.
gonna be surprised here on HamiltonRadio.net with a Metanoise track in a little bit. We will see what it is, when we get there, and just give us a few seconds, guys. But I want to take a couple minutes while
Yeah.
we're waiting on them to talk to you, Vince. How you
Sure.
doing, man?
Great, man.
How you
I'm happy for your comedic career, man. It's escalating. It's
Yeah,
getting big.
I've been trying. I'm trying to keep the momentum going with that, man.
Yeah.
I finally have like a good stride of it, and I want to keep it.
You're
I'm,
doing dates in New York. That's really good.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out that stand-up NY one. I'm trying to get people to come to the one I have in Long Island on May
Right.
5th. I'm doing Kurt's show again, which I'm really excited for.
Good.
That's May 16th.
Good stuff.
Over at the Villa Maria right here in the Lawrenceville area. So
Okay.
hopefully people can actually make it to a show.
Listen,
But-
if I'm free at night, I'll
Yeah.
come out, man. Support.
I definitely try to get a lot of people there. I never get the amount of people Evan wants at his show, which is 6, because it's in New York. It's hard for
Right.
people to get to.
Of course.
And a lot of the people I know are from around this area.
Right.
And if they're not, I went to college with them. They're working their jobs, trying to make their
Right.
careers go right now.
Of course.
And it's people really take for granted how hard that is to do when you're 24, 25 years
Yeah,
old.
but you're hustling it. You're in the game at the right time, man.
Yeah, man. But I'm like I said, I'm just definitely trying to keep the momentum going, trying to keep, the trajectory that I've had.
Right.
So while we're waiting on Gino, I want you to tell me about how your vegan business is going. You talked a little bit
going
about
great,
that
man.
last time.
Yeah. Now I've increased a lot of things in the business.
Okay, let him finish.
Where I have my products over in a few places. My Small World Coffee in Princeton carries my overnight oats, and B Bio Cafe over here in Robbinsville carries my salads and my overnight oats and chia
Okay.
pudding. So I got my products circulating in a few places, man.
Yeah,
Which is
and
good.
you're apparently teaching a class too. I almost forgot about
Yeah,
that part.
I did teach one at Princeton Adult School, and I got another one coming up soon, probably in the summer.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
And,
awesome,
I'll
man.
keep you posted with that, man.
Yeah, you're doing a lot of big things with that. I appreciate you coming on, especially
Yeah.
since I asked you last minute.
No problem.
So,
man.
I
See, you're glad to be on.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate you being here. Cliff Warner, Jack of Spades, was supposed to come on tonight, but unfortunately he had to go a little early. So, big shout out to him. I know he's been a big supporter of everything
Right.
I've done. Every time I've been able to talk to him, the energy is just very positive. So
Great, man.
I appreciate, him, being here earlier. Big shout out to him. Cliff Warner, Jack of Spades, magician, check him out.
Yeah, he's
But-
impressive.
I will say Gino said he was ready at any time, so we just gotta wait a couple seconds for Gino to surprise us with a meta noise track, and hopefully he can play it over my voice, Gino.
There we go.
There you go.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, dude, I appreciate you coming on. Honestly, I just wanted to play it over my voice. If I didn't like it.
Cadence in the booth, just so you knew prior. Everybody riot, organized chaos, nobody quiet. We gon' try a seance. Communication and communion with the world's greatest icon. Station as a human, yet he's listening to my song. I've joined this that no nigga with the bass and the bang, make it do. Yo, hit you with the 5 elements like 5 elephants. Let him know I'm relevant, I'm heaven sent, telling him we're from a whole nother galaxy. I'm actually born from the static sea. Ass to be crazy, I'm trying to be amazing. Next big thing kinda has a nice ring. Bada boom, bada bing. You love it when I go off, when you're so loud and it's so awesome. I get it cause I am from where the stars from. I'm Martian, the boogie down's the motherland. Cool arcs the overlord and we are just a cover band. I love the land I'm in, but everyone's opinionated, insinuating the word and sin, only then you hate it. I'm always getting so high so you can gaze up. I'm going Super Saiyan, hence the reason that I blaze up. It's future mayhem and invasion in the game, no more mumbling. I'm actually saying something, you lame ass suckers. The beat is infinite where I'm from, and the timeline has only begun. You stunned? To the beat, let it move your feet. This is our language, where we're from. Just move to the waves of the drum. You just spoke in a native tongue. A buffoon on the track, I don't even do when I rap. I ain't even try when I sing. This is my kind of thing. It's the rise of a king, kin to a kid who is my twin, like a hyphen. Draw the line in hip hop where the shit stop. Leave it in tip top shape for the hit snobs. Make them twist knobs so they wrist pop. Got the this duck, screaming this rocks while we piss pots and we hip hop irrevocably. The domination is inevitably settling, pedaling into a whole nother timeline. Wise guys unidentified like a sci-fi Wi-Fi, connecting when we network, make your neck hurt when my next words make you fester with the best verse mixture of elixirs, gonna give you chills in your sweatshirt. I'm adjusting my defy to another kind of life, coming up to sacrifice, man, that stuff is do or die. Plus I know that I'm a dice like a fucking 9 to 5. I need to sleep, I got dreams to be, and my mama doesn't get it, and Papa isn't with it. A spillage village of common sense with a pivot. If I could get it, I got it. I'll be the prophet who profits off of nonsense.
To the beat, let it move your feet. This is our language, where we're from. Just move to the waves of the drum. You just spoke in a native tongue.
Here on HamiltonRadio.net. Meta Noise! Right here.
Yeah.
My mic was off for like a second. It was really weird. I didn't even like hear it or anything. I just heard like Meta Noise like from my own voice. I didn't hear the echo back. So I was like, wait, did like everybody just like leave me while the song was playing? I know everybody left like while I've been in the studio because they had to get set up, but damn, cutting the mics off and shit. Sheesh. Honestly, though, I was really hoping he would just play it over my voice because I'm like, I don't want dead air. I'm just going to keep talking, saying nonsense until he plays this song. God damn it. But, you know, I don't know what song that was off the top of my head. I know we were going to get surprised, so talk to me for a couple minutes about that song. You know, tell me what it is, tell me what it means to you, and then we'll wrap the show up. We'll get the next show on, do our thing.
Yeah, okay, so what you just listened to, that actually was Planet Hubbub.
Okay.
Strangely enough, that wasn't the original version of Planet Hubbub. That was actually the unmastered version, or the unmixed version. So what you guys heard is like, you guys got basically a sneak peek to the behind the scenes. You basically peeked through the curtain of The Wizard of Oz.
I wasn't even trying to do that, but somehow I just ended up in Narnia.
Yeah,
That's usually how that happens, though.
But if you want to listen to the actual version, the finalized version of it, that would be on Spotify.com.
Okay.
You could also find it on Pandora and everything else. But what Planet Hubbub means to us is basically we were trying to. I mean, meta noise means beyond noise.
Okay.
So to us, we were like, what if there was a planet
that was intended just for music, like
Kind of like Planet Krypton.
yeah,
Yeah.
like exactly. Like Planet Krypton creates superheroes, but this one creates like crazy rappers or singers, and so we were just basically creating like this this world, this other world from scratch that
Yeah.
is basically 110% dedicated to music.
Yeah.
So Planet Hubbub meaning Planet Ruckus or Planet
Nice.
Noise or
Planet
so we were just
Hollywood.
basically playing off of that. So that it's where we're from.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the planet that Meta Noise is from.
Do it like Planet Hollywood, like you're on Disney or something, right?
That's even better.
All right, but I actually kind of like that because it's like meta noise. You're like beyond like human noise. You're like meta-human, just you take it out the DC version.
No, that's what we call our fans. Shout out to our meta humans.
I need to make like a rap group of my own and just call it the Avengers since they're in the end game.
Hey,
I need to
that's how you
take
do it.
over, man. I'm telling you, need to take over.
Hey, I mean, if you were gonna be one of the Avengers, who would you be?
If I had to be an Avenger, I would have to be Iron Man.
Iron
Yeah.
Man? Oh, okay. So
I can never be Captain America and do that whole goody two
It
shoes
was either
thing.
him or Captain America.
That's not me. He did get a little bit of my respect though when he went rogue. I will say that. Don't look at me like I'm crazy. Yeah, that's right. I'm an Iron Man guy.
Batman?
No, what?
You hate Batman?
Yes, bro. The only superpower that Batman has is that he's rich and that he flies off of stuff with gadgets.
What the fuck do you think Iron Man does?
Okay, but Iron Man's gadgets are a lot better. Like, it actually makes him like a superpowered human being able to tango with people all across the universe. Dude spilled blood from Thanos. Don't get me
He
started.
went to like space. I don't know if Batman ever went to space. I mean,
Exactly.
you know what? As far as I'm concerned, Batman doesn't even exist because we're talking about another universe. So, Marvel universe.
Got him. Although I will
There is no Batman.
Although I will say, she showed me about Green Arrow. I have been off Green Arrow ever since she showed me him. Although,
Lit.
I cannot stand Injustice Green Arrow. Get that Joker out of my face. We need like a serious Oliver Queen. It just makes so much more sense. Give me the dark Oliver Queen. Give me the man with a monster inside of him. It's so much better. All right, but anyways, this went completely off the rails as we ended the show, and I appreciate every single bit of it. I apologize for the rush job and us getting on. Unfortunately, Gina wasn't by the computer right at that second, but I appreciate you guys coming on, and I appreciate you being entertained by the banter while we were cleaning up that damn mess of coffee that Doug spilled. Apparently, we only can trust a grown man with a sippy cup around here. Gotta put that man on a Juicy Juice Capri Sun diet and shit. Alright, but, once again, I appreciate you guys coming on. Thank you guys so much. You are welcome to call in, come back here anytime. I appreciated talking to you, and I hope I can come meet you this Monday when you're performing in Philly. Thank you once again for coming on.
Yo, thank you so much, man. God bless. Yeah,
All
thanks
right.
for having us, man. We
Nope.
appreciate your time, man.
No problem, man. This has been the Roundtable here on HamiltonRadio.net channel HR2 with Meta Noise. Funny Talk with Doug Max and Tom Mangelli is coming up next with their stand-up showcase. I will be there as well. Peace. Have a nice goddamn day. Let's go.